Again, welcome back to my channel. Havo, ever caught her staring at you from across the room, only to look away the moment your eyes meet? Or maybe Shalow's a little too hard at your jokes. Leans in a little too close when she talks and texts you at odd hours when her husband is nowhere around. You try to brush it off. You tell yourself she's just being friendly. But deep down ya wonder, is she hiding something more? Does she actually like me? You're no tell alone in this confusion. 'Cause when it comes to married women, the lines between casual and romantic aren't just blurry. They're emotionally dangerous. And the signals, they're often masked, misleading, and intensely complicated. Welcome to Dark Psychology. I'm Amela In. Today, we're diving into one of the most complex and psychologically intense topics in male-female dynamics. 8 signals a married woman likes you, but is hiding at. This is not just about decoding attraction. It's about understanding what's happening behind the smiles, the stares, the secrets, and why she may be drawn to you in the first place. Others, your warning. These signs are not casual flirtations, okay? They are emotional breadcrumbs leading towards something forbidden. So if you're noticing the behaviors we're about to explore, you must tread carefully because desire can be seductive, but consequences can be devastating. Now, let's decode these signs, starting with one of the most universal giveaways. Sign number 1. She can't stop staring, even when a woman is emotionally or physically drawn to you, no matter how much she tries to hide it, her eyes will give her away. You'll catch her watching you across the room, not once, not twice, repeatedly. But here's where it gets interesting. If she's shy or self-conscious, she'll look away immediately when you catch her. Maybe smiles awkwardly. Maybe she'll pretend to look at something else. That's her instinct trying to suppress desire. But if she's more confident and emotionally lead, she may hold your gaze just a second longer than normal. That lingering look, it's packed with unspoken feelings. Her pupils may dilate, her breathing may slow. She may blush involuntarily. And here's the psychological key. A woman's stare, when mixed with vulnerability, is meaningless, especially in a dynamic. If she breaks into a soft smile during eye contact, it means you're on her mind more than she's willing to admit. She may be replaying moments with you, wondering what it would be like to cross a line or simply caught in the chemistry despite knowing it's forbidden. These stolen glances aren't ever just visual, they are emotional signals masked as curiosity. So, next time you catch her looking, don't just ask, did she look at me? Ask, what was she feeling when she did? Sign number 2, her body language speaks. What her words can't? Words can't lie, but the body rarely does. When a married woman starts developing feelings she can't express, her body will begin to betray her. Silence. It won't be obvious. And that's what makes it so powerful. You'll notice it in small moments. She sits up straighter when you walk in, adjusts her hair without realizing it, takes off her jacket or scarf, subtly exposing more of herself when you enter the room. Seems innocent maybe, but these are subconscious mating cues. She's sinned to doing them consciously to seduce you. Her biology is in psychology. Tisu's often called a pining response. Subtle actions a person performs when trying to appear more attractive in front of someone they're drawn to. Now, here's where it gets deeper. Compare her posture and energy when she's with others versus when she's around you. Does she lean in closer? Mirror your movements. Touch her neck lips, or collarbone while you tuck. These aren't just nervous tics. They're signs of arousal, connection, and desire playing out beneath her awareness. And here's the twist. Her body doesn't care. Thatches married. Herman might fight it, but the signs will slip out when she surrounds someone who stirs her emotionally. Even the way she responds to your body language matters. If you step closer and she doesn't flinch, she orients her shoulders toward you, even in a group. That's not politeness. That's unspoken permission. So stop listening to just her words. Start watching what her body is screaming silently. Sign number 3. She flirts, but filters it through innocence. This one's tricky because nodal flirtation is direct, especially with a married woman. She might never say you're attractive. She might never tout you openly, but pay attention. Suddenly, everything you say makes her law. Her eyes sparkle when you tease her. She finds reasons to linger in conversation long after the topic has died. She's not being polite. She's noggaging you emotionally and testing the chemistry. Here's how you'll know it's real. She makes inside jokes that all life two of you understand. Her texts air playful, imagistal, and oddly timed, often late at night. She sublight compliments you, then quickly shifts the subject. This is classic shielded flirtation, attraction, rapid, implausible deniability. Why? Because I've confronted, she can say, I was just being friendly. But the consistency of it is your clue. She's flirtatiously with you, not others. It's not a personality trait. It's a signal. Just walking a tightrope between loyalty and longing, seeing how far she can go without tipping over. And sometimes what she really wants is for you to pick upon the clues so she doesn't have to say a word. Sign number 4. She teases you more than she should. There's ascertained kind of teasing that doesn't feel like harmless fun. It feels personal, charged, loaded with tension, and if you find her doing this with you and only you, it may be more than just friendly play. Think about it. Does she mock your hairstyle, but with a smile that lingers? Does she make fun of your habits only to say, just kidding? Yoke no. I like that about you. Does shekel you names and justice, but never lets you drift too far emotionally? This in immaturity. It's emotional camouflage. Teasing gives her an excuse to get close without getting caught. Psychologists call this a safe boundary test. She wants to see how you respond to intimacy in disguise. If you'll tease her back, if you'll play along or pull away. But there's the real tell. The frequency and exclusivity of it. She teases you often more than she does with those and uses it to steer. Private telltale emotional moments between Yobath. That's not coincidence. That's emotional probing. She's testing the space between you, checking for warmth, chemistry, reciprocation. It's flirtation with a seatbelt on because that easing makes it safe for her to flirt without. Crossing a line she's not ready to admit she wants to cross. And if YOLO along, she feels closer, safer, more justified in keeping the door cracked open, even if just emotionally. Sign number 5. Her voice changes when you're alone. Most men overlook this Sony, but it's powerful. A woman's voice isn't just communication. It's a window into her emotional state. And when she likes someone, especially someone showing like, her voice gives it away. Just ask yourself, does her tone shift when it's just the two of you? When the group disappears, when the office is empty, when the hallway is quiet, does her voice drop, become softer, slower, more intimate? Or does it become nervous and quiet like she's trying to contain something? Either way, her vocals shift as a sign because voices don't lie. They reflect comfort, vulnerability, even desire. In some women, you'll hear it as a sultry lower tone, a subconscious sat to appear attractive. In others, it might be a barely audible hush because her heart is racing. And here's where the psychology hits. In a study on emotional leakage, vocal tone was shown to betray attraction, especially when Simone was trying to hide it. If her voice with you feels different than with those, if it creates a quiet little bubble around you both, you're no longer just a friend. You're someone she feels something for, whether she admits it or not. Sign the marker 6. She criticizes competition. Subtle jealousy in disguise. You mention another woman, even casually, and suddenly she's got something to say. She rolls her eyes. She questions the woman's intentions. She comments on her looks, her voice, her vibe. She seems a bit fake. She's not really your type, is she? You like women like that? And here's the strange part. She does it while pretending she's being helpful, caring, looking out for you. But beneath that thin layer of concern is a thick wave of jealousy. This isn't about protecting you from heartbreak. It's about protecting her emotional territory. You've become more a passing acquaintance. You're immune. She doesn't want to share, even if she can't say that out loud. And meant she sees another woman catching your attention. She feels threatened. This is what psychologists refer to as maid guarding, a primitive behavior triggered by attraction. Men do it physically. Women often do it verbally. They attack the competition to increase their own value in your eyes. And remember, this isn't playful teasing. No more. Strategic sabotage is guised as concern. If she critiques every woman you talk to or subtly plants doubts in your mind about them, she's not just being opinionated. She's protecting a space in your life that she secretly wants for herself. Sign number 7. She keeps your connection a secret. Now, this one is heavy Becco secrecy is the soil where hidden desire grows. You start toned as Shedex. You late at night when her husband's asleep. She never comments on your public posts, but sends private DMs, shepples you aside for just a minute when no one's watching. It's not overtly romantic, it's not physical, but it's quietly intimate. And that is far more dangerous, because if there was nothing there, no tension, no attraction, there'd be no need to hide secrecy signals that she feels something. She's aware of the boundary, and instead of avoiding it, she's dancing right up tough edge. It's classic emotional cheating, and most people don't even see it happening. But here's what makes it sinister. She still act normal in public. She might even bring up her husband, mention her happy marriage just to throw off suspicion. But in private, she leans in closer. She opens up emotionally. She gives you pieces of herself that don't belong to you, but are offered anyway. And that kind of vulnerability isn't casual. It's calculated. It's a signal, a plea, a confession she can't speak out loud. Booties communicating through secret moments and stolen attention. Psychologic linked. When plek compartmentalization. Connections, especially in forbidden dynamics, it's because they're trying to protect the fantasy by keeping it private. She keeps it alive, sinew more 8. She opens the door to dirty talk, and it's not just for fun. Let's get real here. When a married woman starts bringing up sexual topics with a man who is not her husband, it's not just small talk. This isn't harmless flirting. This is innocent curiosity. It's a doorway cracked open, inviting you to step through. She might do it in a joking way at first. Ken Yugi's the wildest thing I've ever done, or you wouldn't believe what I once dreamed in bed. But make no mistake, this is not random. It's strategic vulnerability, because what she's doing just creating emotional intimacy, rapid in sexual energy. She's testing to see, will you flinch? Will you judge her? Will you join her in this imaginary world, even just for a moment? And you respond even with curiosity. She knows you're in the game. Now, what's more chilling? This is where emotional affairs begin. Psychologists goal this the intimacy escalation stage. It's when someone starts fitting emotional or sexual energy into a connection that exists outside their committed relationship. Not through talk, not through confessions, but through conversation. A married woman won't go here unless she feels disconnected. In here, marriage. She feels emotionally pulled toward you, or she's craving attention she's not getting elsewhere. But here's the most important thing. It's not just about arousal. It's about validation. She wants to feel desired, seen, chosen again. If you respond with interest, even subtly, she feels reawakened. But no, you're caught, because this isn't just fun anymore. It's real. It's messy, charged, and depending on your values, dangerously tempting. Final thoughts. Read between her signals. Let's recap. You've just uncovered 8 powerful, often hidden, signs that a married woman likes you, but is hiding it. 1. She can't stop staring even when she tries to. 2. Her body language shifts when you're around. Point 3. She flirts, but always with plausible deniability. For she teases you, hoping you'll take the bait. 5. Her voice changes when you're alone. 6. She criticizes other women, especially those close to you. 7. She keeps your connection secret, tucked away from the world. 8. And finally, she opens up sexually using words as her playground. Now ask yourself, is Shedgoose being friendly, or is she emotionally crossing lines she pretends not to see? Because, make no mistake, when attraction becomes secrecy, right? When playfulness turns into emotional seduction, when she gives you attention that should belong to someone else, she's already made her move. Even if Shay hasn't touched you, what to do next? If this video opened your eyes and made you rethink a situation in your life, here's what I want you to do. Hit that subscribe button, because here at Dark Psychology, we explore the unspoken city of human connection and the psychology of power, desire, and emotional control. Like this video if it helped you gain clarity. Comment below. Have you ever been in a situation like this? Do you think a married woman ever showed youth's signs? And if you know someone, a friend, a brother, a corker, who might be caught in something similar, share us with them. Not toaster drama buto. Give them insight they won't hear anywhere else. 'Cause when it comes to attraction, it's not always about what's said. It's about what's hidden, what's felt, what's denied. But never quit a D-sappers. I'm Amelia, and this is Dark Psychology, where truth isn't sweet, beauty's necessary. Until next time, stay sharp, stay grounded, and never ignore its signs.